Dear students, I am presenting a topic about service marketing. First of all, an introduction about service marketing. The term product also includes intangible services along with tangible physical products. In other words, marketing is applicable not only to products but services as well. All over the world, services are growing dramatically. Banking, insurance, hospitals, travel organizers, universities, colleges, museums, communication networks, hotels, cinema halls, airlines, railways, etc. are growing. So, services are intangible in nature, they cannot see, touch, hear, etc. So, comparing to a product marketing, service marketing is entirely different because here it is not transferring the ownership, only experiencing the services also. There are some important examples should be mentioned in the terms of service such as banking, insurance, etc. Meaning and definition of service. A service is intangible product involving a deed, performance, or an effort that cannot be stored or physically possessed. Services are usually provided through the application of human and/or mechanical efforts directed at people or objects. According to Ivanovic, service is the work of dealing with customers or payment for this work. Services are benefits which are sold to customers or clients such as transport and education. Kotler defined service as any act or performance that one party can offer to another that is essentially intangible and does not result in the ownership of anything. Its production may or may not be tied to a physical product. In short, a service is an intangible product that provides benefits to consumers and involves human or mechanical effort. Examples of service include a plumber mending a broken pipe, an accountant auditing company accounts, a doctor visiting a sick patient, a taxi journey, a haircutting. Characteristics of services. Intangibility. Services are intangible, hence one cannot taste, touch, see, hear, smell, or use them like physical products. For example, it is impossible to see, touch, or smell the education that students derive from attending classes. Lack of ownership. When goods are purchased, the buyer becomes its owner, but services are not physical in nature. We can make use of services without any right of ownership. For example, medical services at a hospital can be used for a charge without any claim on ownership of hospital bed. Inseparability. Service is not separable from the person or firm providing it. When a lawyer pleads for his client in a court, he has to be physically present there. When a singer entertains an audience, he has to perform it himself. Perishability. Services cannot be stored or kept in a warehouse. Empty seats on an air flight on Monday cannot be stored and sold to passengers on Tuesday. An unoccupied hospital bed or unutilized credit facility are waste. Thus, if services are not used, they are lost forever. A product, if unsold, can be sold at some other time. Variability. The quality of service may vary depending on who provides it, where, when, and how it is provided. For instance, the quality of a food served by a restaurant often varies. Simultaneity. Marketing of services involves interaction between the provider and the customer. Providers bring the customers to the point of delivery of service, or they themselves go to the user for delivery of service. Examples for the above features of services are: the quality of service may be different from one air hostess to another one while traveling by an aeroplane. Watching a cricket match live in a stadium, the customer has to be physically present in the stadium to experience the scene. Service marketing versus product marketing. Differences between service marketing and product marketing. Service. Services are intangible and they do not have a physical form. Products. Products are tangible and they have a physical form. In the case of service, services are perishable and they cannot be stored for future. In the case of products, products are not perishable and they can be stored for future. Service. Services cannot be separated from the owner. Services cannot be owned. We cannot take away the services from the services provider. Services are acts, support, experiences, performances, etc. Products. Products can be separated from the producer. Products can be owned. In the case of products, the buyer gets the ownership. Goods are things, items, and objects which can be used. In the terms of service, the price for services are usually known as fare, fee, rent, commission, salary, etc. In the case of products, the term price is usually associated with the product. These are the important differences between service marketing and product marketing. Social marketing. It is a new concept relating or promoting to the entire social welfare of the public. The general concept of social marketing is to enhancing the social welfare or public welfare, promoting the public welfare of the people. Profit making is the aim of many manufacturers, and they forget the welfare of the consumers. Some products are injurious to health, like alcoholic drinks, cigarettes, etc. This fact should be informed to the customers. Keeping all these problems in mind, a new marketing concept was introduced, promoting the welfare of the consumers. This is called as social marketing. Social marketing is a usage of marketing strategies to manage the social problems. According to Kotler and Anderson, social marketing seeks to influence social behaviors not to benefit the marketer but to benefit the target audience and the general society. Elements of social marketing. Human needs. Social marketing gives importance on the welfare of the society and the satisfaction of human needs. Social needs. This aspect is any marketing ideas used should be for the welfare of the society. It should achieve the social goals. For example, an advertising showing the importance of family planning. Small family is a happy family. Social benefits. This point gives consideration to social welfare. Any marketing activity done shall have the benefit for the should have the benefit for the society. Social benefits means benefiting to the entire society. Importance and benefits of social marketing. Benefits to the company, benefits to the customers, and benefits to the society. These are the three important parties who are to be involved in the beneficiaries of social marketing. In the case of company, a lot of products shall be marketed towards socially, promoting and socially welfaring to aware about the customers. In the case of customers, to knowing the awareness level regarding whatever kinds of products that should be marketed socially. And in the case of society, it should be benefited on the basis of the entire welfare of the general public. Next concept is green marketing. Green marketing means simply we can say marketing activities through eco-friendly manner or environmental friendly manner. It is a modern concept. The main aim of green marketing is to enhancing the environment in an eco-friendly manner of marketing the product in the terms of eco-friendly nature. The protection of the environment is a major concern for the last few decades. Some of the factors that will give serious problems to mankind are air and water pollution, industrial waste, non-biodegradable products, etc. Global warming is major concern of the modern world. It is reducing the quality of human life. Contaminated food and water can spread diseases and create serious health problems to the human beings. Keeping the above factors in mind, organizations introduce activities designed to the development of the society and environment. This is called as green marketing. The concept of green marketing became popular between 1980 and 1990. According to American Marketing Association (AMA), green marketing is the marketing of products that are presumed to be environmentally safe. Green products and green packages are very popular these days. This means products and packages are environment friendly and they do not damage the environment. Concepts like phosphate-free, eco-friendly, ozone-friendly, biodegradable, recyclable, etc. shows the importance of green marketing. Features of green marketing. It involves various opportunities, social responsibility, pressure from the competition, and cost-effective marketing methods. These four features are relevantly systematically applied in the terms of green marketing or in the concept of green marketing. The entire concept shall be highly successful. Relationship marketing. Marketing is just not producing and selling in these modern days. It is mainly based on relationship. It is important to know the customer well because they have many preferences and choices. If you have to satisfy the customers, you have to sell proper goods and build a good relationship with them. Keeping the above factors in mind, the concept of relationship marketing came into use. According to Dior and Sker, relationship marketing refers to all marketing activities directed towards establishing, developing, and maintaining successful relationships. Relationship marketing means establishing a long-term relationship with customers, suppliers, distributors, etc. Relationship marketing improves economical, technical, and social aspects of an organization. CRM, Customer Relationship Marketing Management, concentrates on customer value and customer focus. The aim of CRM is to be build a long-term satisfying relationship with the customers. So as per this concept, it mainly involves the maintaining a better or long-term relationship with customers. So normally customers are the kings of every market. So customer plays a vital or dominant role in the terms of marketing. So a long-term relationship shall be improvising in the terms of customers. The companies or marketers can adopt new strategies to develop the better relationship among customers. The concept is called as CRM, that is Customer Relationship Marketing or Management. Importance of relationship marketing. It helps to achieve repeated sales. It encourages the long-term performances of the organization. It promotes regular and close contact with the customers. It focuses on customer value. It provides the customer with happiness and confidence. It helps in retaining the customer for a longer period. Relationship marketing strategies. Customer rewards, club membership programs, social benefits, structural ties. Niche marketing. Niche marketing refers to the act of finding and developing a smaller sector of customers to serve. In niche marketing, the marketer identifies the suitable small segment of customers and provides goods only to that segment. Niche customers are those who have some special requirements. For example, people who buy expensive designer clothes. Niche is a narrowly defined group of customers. So in this marketing strategy, the marketer adopts a small segment relating to the favor of customers. In this example, it can be proven that in the case of expensive designer clothes, the marketer shall be identify specific customers on that group. So marketing those strategies shall be adopted in the case of designer products or designer clothes products in the terms of niche marketing strategy. Features of niche marketing. It is a group of customers who have special ideas and preferences. This group of customers are ready to pay higher prices for products. Niche marketing is a type of micro-marketing. Niche marketing does not have heavy competitors. The products of niche marketing are highly specialized. So in short, niche marketing is a specific marketing strategy relating to specified products. It is a part of or it is a type of micro-marketing management. Advantages of niche marketing. Market focus, problem solving, targeted investment, market position, growth potentiality, specialized goods. Thank you.